Hello, I'm a 17-year-old girl who is attending high school in Japan. Before I start, it's important to note that I'm a timid person, so I'm not good at anger and I'm not good at rejecting. Because of this, people often tell me that I'm nice. My friends know that I'm like this and often have to step in and help me. The story began earlier in the year, but we'll get to that. For now, let me tell you about a day that I will never forget. The day that showed me what happens when you're too nice. It was summer break. I will often go to a local pool with my friends during the summer, and this day was no different. It was supposed to rain all day, so I thought my friends wouldn't be interested in going and that our visit was canceled. However, I got a call from one of my friends. She asked me to go to the pool even though it was a rainy day. I said to her, "Are you sure that's a good idea?" She made the argument that the weather would make sure that the pool wasn't as crowded. Even better, if we went in the evening, there would probably be no one there and we would have the entire pool to ourselves. I liked the idea and decided to go to the swimming pool with her in the evening. We walked together to the pool in the rain. When we got there, it was just as she thought. No one was there. She and I swam and splashed in the pool. We were having so much fun playing in the water. At one point, as we floated on the surface of the water, we got to talking about relationships. As soon as this topic came up, I tried to change the subject. You see, before summer break, a boy from school had confessed to me that he liked me and asked me to be his girlfriend. He was pretty average looking, but I just didn't know him that well and wasn't interested in a relationship. Not knowing how to properly explain this to him without hurting his feelings, I instead decided to lie to him. I foolishly told him that I already had a boyfriend and left him standing there. Of course, she knew this and decided to tease me about what my fake boyfriend was doing while we were at the pool. I laughed a little and then decided to get revenge for making things awkward. I snuck up on her and dunked her into the water for a second. She jokingly scolded me, and we laughed together about how silly the whole situation was. We went back to treading water and talking about random teenager stuff. That was until I felt someone was staring at me from somewhere behind me. I looked back, but there was no one there. My friend noticed my look of worry and asked me what was wrong. I brushed it off since I didn't see anyone, and I reassured her it was nothing. Maybe it was her reminding me of the guilt I felt lying to that guy from school. We went back to playing in the water after I reassured her things were fine. As we continued splashing around, I felt it again. Someone was watching me. I turned again to look. I saw nothing, but I had had it. I decided to make up an excuse as to why we should leave. She seemed a little unsure about what I said, but she didn't question it, and we got out of the pool. My friend and I went to the showers together. I love the feeling of warm water and the relaxing process of getting cleaned up in the shower, so I usually take longer than my friends. Because of this, my friend finished first and headed out of the showers and into the locker rooms to start getting dressed. As I was rinsing my hair, I heard footsteps from somewhere. At first, I thought it must be my friend, so I didn't care and continued to wash up. But the sound of footsteps got closer and closer until I heard them stop directly behind me. I was in the process of rinsing my face off under the water, so I turned quickly to see who was behind me. I can still, to this day, clearly picture what I saw when I turned around. There, standing just one step away from me, was the boy who confessed to me. I was so startled and scared that I froze on the spot and didn't even scream. I wondered if screaming would lead to him hurting me. Suddenly, he reached out and grabbed my arms. That was when I screamed and tried to pull away from him, tears running down my face. We struggled against each other for a bit. He was staring directly into my eyes with an eerie and wide-eyed expression. I was able to maneuver myself in a way that allowed me to kick him in the stomach, which caused him to fall to the floor with a thud. I hurriedly got out of the shower room, grabbed a towel, wrapped it around myself, and ran to my friend. She had already finished getting dressed, and her phone was in her hand. As soon as she saw me, she asked me what happened to me, and I told her. She quickly grabbed me and pulled me into a nearby bathroom stall. We locked the door and she called the police. When the police arrived, they searched the shower room. They found him in the same place I knocked him down. Apparently, when I knocked him down, he hit his head and was unconscious. They arrested him that day. The events of that day have scarred me for life. It's made me wary of going to the pool, but most of all, it's made me realize that sometimes lying to be nice can be deadly.